Even the strongest minds can blunder under pressure. It's human. Viktor Korchnoi was one of the fiercest fighters in chess history with excellent competitive skills. Still, he made a surprising blunder in the 1978 World Championship match against Anatoly Karpov. Karpov won the match, but the match was very tight. One can speculate whether this blunder had a remarkable effect on Korchnoi. Maybe not, because he made a great comeback later. Anyway, let's see how this blunder happened. Here we have a critical position. We are quite close to the moment where the blunder happened. Here it's white's turn, and Korchnoi could get a winning edge by winning the knight. It's not so obvious what happens after rook e7, because black can play like this, but according to the computer, rook a3 is good enough for winning position. Now there is good chances to keep a pawn and take this pawn later if needed, and black can't take similar actions than what was done in the game. So anyway, this looks quite similar what happened in the game, but according to the computer, rook takes h7 is already a mistake, and now the position is equal. Here Karpov took this pawn, but he played knight cd2. This is a cunning move, and there is a few interesting traps what can happen if white is not careful. Here rook a3 was played by Korchnoi, and here Karpov played rook c6. Of course, now it's quite obvious that black is threatening to make checkmate in one move, so white has to do something. But actually, two knights, rook and king are very active at the moment, and according to the computer, white should play something like g3 or g4 here to avoid what happened in the game. Okay, let's see what could happen after g3. For example, now black could play knight f3, king g2, knight e1. And here we are going to see perpetual check, or if white goes to h3, this is a blunder, because after knight g5, black will win rook, and I think it's going to be quite easily winning game for black, even though there is chances that those pawns can be quite tricky to stop, but I think there might be some chances to create checkmate before that. Okay, anyway, after king h1, black could play king f1, and now checkmate is a threat here. That's why h4 is needed. Knight f2, king h2, check and check, and now we will have quite a nice perpetual idea which saves black here. Anyway, in the game, Korchnoi was looking for more and played rook a1. And as we can see, the evil pair drops immediately because now black is suddenly winning. It's checkmate in 3 moves, and knight f3 was the move which was played by Karpov, and here Korchnoi resigned because there is no way to prevent checkmate. If pawn takes the knight, black will continue with rook g6 check, and after king h1, knight f2 is checkmate. So white can't do anything here. After king h1, this nice checkmate with two knights is possible. So it's very understandable that after knight f3, white resigned here. Quite surprising finish, but blunders happens. Okay, that was the story of this blunder. Thanks for watching. Take care and beware those blunders.